part 2. Uno, dos, eins, zwei. Alright, so, got your gun cleaner and your barrel. So, spray the barrel liberally inside and out. Alright, a few squirts here, a few squirts there. And you take your toothbrush again. Oh, this little lip here, make sure that's really frickin' clean too. So you want the face, the flat parts, the round parts. Scrub that bitch down like your life depended on it, because, well, eventually it may. That's why you buy firearms. That's why you buy a pistol. Because one day your life may depend on it and you don't want your firearm to jam when you need it the most. So clean that bitch. Clean it, clean it, clean it. Okay. Alright. And then you wipe it off. Nice and clean. Get that gun cleaner off my hands. The bad thing about it is it does become tacky if you don't clean it off, so make sure you wipe it off very good from your firearm, because it will become tacky. Now if you go to Walmart or Cabela's or whatever, get one of these yellow cleaning rags and cut it in half, or quarter it depending on how many firearms you got, because all you're going to do is wipe it down, use it to wipe down all the components. So you only need one piece. It don't even have to be big. This is actually way too big for this firearm. So wipe it down really good. Alright, and as you can tell, it comes pre-oiled, so it cleans it and oils it, a surface oil. When you get them brand new, you need to set it out open for a couple of days to get rid of as much oil off of this as possible, because, and let it do it naturally, don't wash it. So yeah, you don't want your firearm too oily either, because, well, you try and grab it and you need it to use it in emergency. You start pulling the trigger and there's so much oil on it, it slides out of your hands. Yeah, you don't want to do that. Alright, so I didn't clean the inside yet. That's coming up. Alright, take said toothbrush. You've already sprayed the toothbrush. You don't need to spray anything else. Alright, inside the slides, or inside the slide right here on the edge, you're going to see a nice groove going all the way across on both sides. Clean that bitch up really good. Just scrub the living hell out of it. Again, after you clean it, oh, and in here, there's also grooves. You want to clean that really good too. So scrub it. After you're done scrubbing it, up here is your firing pin. Clean that bitch. Spray it really good. WD-40, I don't give a shit. Spray it really good. That part needs to be oiled. That's about the only thing. That, the hammer, and the trigger. You don't need to oil anything else. So clean it really good. Both sides, inside and alright. So scrub it down really good. And take your oil rag, wipe that cleaning shit out of it. Alright. Wipe the outside too while you're at it. first few times using a store-bought oil rag, your firearm is going to be really oily, so just grab a paper towel and wipe it down afterwards to dry it off, because you barely need any freaking oil on these things. So, see how shiny this is now? That's way too oily. Alright, so set that aside. That part's done for now. Alright, put that away. Now, you get your snake. Alright. I don't know why in the hell they make this so fucking big for the 45. But yeah, that's a bit way too freaking big, but keep it anyways. Don't cut it down. Barrel. You take the weighted end, stick it down in the barrel. Oh, spray gun cleaner. Alright, you got the brush part here. Spray gun cleaner in here. Alright, spray that really good. Get it nice and wet. You don't have to do it all that often, but you still need to do it. Alright, so, because that part goes in first, it lubricates and cleans as it comes through, and then the brush hits it and takes out all the grime. And once you get past the brush, you have the rest of this to clean it and dry it out with. You only need to do this a couple of times. Alright, there. 2 times, good enough. Now, set the snake aside. Take your oil rag, wipe off the ends, wipe off the barrel again, make sure you don't have any solvents still on there or inside of it. And then you look inside of it. Alright, so there's that. Oh, this part down here is also part of the feed ramp. That needs to be scrubbed really good, make it nice and frickin' shiny. Alright, so take that, put that aside. Your spring and pin should not come apart. Alright, and don't listen to anybody if they say you need to buy a new one. No, this is just fine. Take and scrub the pin down really good. This is one piece where you can put grease in. If your cleaning kit didn't come with grease, you can use axle grease. You don't even have to use anything, just your oil rag. That's all I do. So, wipe it down really good. Okay. Make sure that you got oil on the spring from your oil rag. Alright. This part, remember this part? Scrub that down really good with your toothbrush, inside and out. And then just wipe it off with your oil rag. Alright. And this is the end cap that goes on the spring on the outside. Okay. Just scrub that down. The first time, scrub it down really good. Every time thereafter, just wipe it off unless it's coated with gunpowder, spent gunpowder, and then you take your toothbrush to it and scrub it down again. You don't need to do it all that often. Your locking pin. Same thing, scrub it down, take your rag, and all you have to do on this one is just the pin that goes inside the firearm. That's all you need to keep oiled roughly. So that's all you got to do. Alright, now, putting it back together. This is the tricky part. This is the only thing I don't like about 1911s. Alright, so, here's your slide. Have it upside down. Take your barrel, take it from the front, slide it inside. This little piece right here, we'll get to that. Alright, take your spring, Oh, wait. Take this part, put it over the barrel, lock it in place, and then take it and slide it over to the side here. Alright. Berettas are so much easier. Alright, so, no, don't. Alright, so keep it off to the side there. Take your spring, and it goes in this way. This way. Oop. This little saddle here, you can see the indent goes on top of the barrel, so it fits nice and snug. Okay. Alright, so now you got this all together. Now this is the part I don't like. Alright, so this part right here needs to stay straight down. Can you see that? This part, because it's going to slide. You want it straight down. So you take it, you slide it in, oh so gently. Oh yeah, you can take some oil and put some oil in the slides, just one drop up here on each side. One freaking drop, that's all you need. So, slide that in. Alright. Now this is the part I don't like. Alright, so when you got your slide back to basic start, alright, take your pin, you got to make sure that that little movable piece that I showed you with the hole in it on the barrel, you can see all the way through the barrel, or the firearm. Can you see it in there? It's kind of off-centered. That's good. That's what I don't like about this. So you take this and you push it through. Alright, so you got it in there. Thank God it wasn't that difficult on this one. So take it in, pull it up to the slide. It'll stop at the slide. Push the slide back. Oh, hey. Well, wrong freaking hole. Alright, so I fucked that part up. Alright, so that's right hole, wrong spot. Alright, so come on. Yeah. Alright, next video, too long. Alright.